we've set our goals, we're now pushing ourselves in the new year. What on a neuroscience level is going on when we are starting to push ourselves outside of our comfort zone?
So whenever you do go to the next chapter or an opportunity arises and you meet it, you're going to feel scared. Every part of you, your brain has no map, it has no reference point. So it's not just limiting beliefs, it's also biology. If we throw limiting beliefs in the mix, they can also arise then.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, am I going to be judged? Are people going to think that this or that about me? They're the cheeky little monkeys. But if we move the cheeky little monkeys aside, fear is there because it's not familiar. And if biologically, it's like, this is not familiar. I don't have a map. I don't have a reference point. And then when time passes, we're building those neural networks of going, I can do this. This is familiar. I know this place. I've done this before. And then that will dissipate.
Yeah, it's an important distinction because I always love sharing sort of the analogy. You look at someone who has achieved something that you want, let's say, and then maybe yourself, and maybe you're comparing the two, which is something we all do, comparison. We shouldn't, but we fall into it. We're human. And I think often we feel there's some massive gap between what this person has done that has achieved what you wanted and yourself. And I always like to give the visual that you have someone who has fear, and lets that stop them. Maybe that's where you are now. And then you've got the other person who has fear, which is the person that you've seen achieve what you want, but they've taken the action anyway.
Yeah.
And I think just reminding yourself that that is a primal thing that pops up is such a comforting thing when you're going along the journey of trying to push yourself. It reminds you that it's not that you're misaligned or on the wrong path. It's just that you're actually pushing yourself. So coming back to like stories you tell yourself, I anticipate it when I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone. It doesn't feel any better or more euphoric in any way. It's still scary as hell. Yeah. It's still uncomfortable, all those yucky feelings, but it's now a symbol that I am pushing myself, that I am growing, rather than it being this, oh, I'm not good enough and I shouldn't be in this room, you know?
Yeah.
So
and if they do pop up, you know, they're little gremlins and you don't listen to them.
Cheeky monkeys.
Yeah. You give them love, you give them compassion, but they're like little toddlers having a tantrum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. And if somebody is doing that, Erika, where they're at a place to go the next step, but they feel the fear, but the fear actually freezes them. They're not able to take the next step. Then neurobiologically, they're in a freeze response and they need to increase their capacity. And they can do that with a body resource, so they can scan their body. Where do they feel the calmest in their body relatively? Or there's a bit more stillness or quietness there. It's not as, I can't breathe. They can focus on that a bit. They can, I'm going to use a little technique in brain spotting that they can actually use, where they can use their visual field and look around and see where they feel more breathing space just with their eyes, and then focus on that body part. And that just gives them a bit of capacity to come out of freeze and move forward as well.